Dan Dunham, who's running for city council.
Hi, Nate.
Dan, welcome. We have Lucas Baumbach, who's running for city council.
Hey, Nate.
You guys are running for two different seats.
Yes.
Lucas Baumbach, who's running for city council. Lucas, is there any way you would be on board with a streetcar proposal?
This streetcar proposal is a big loop. I think if you're going to do 2 miles, and I have an Ivy League study in front of me that says that for each mile you could spend as much as $60 million. So if you believe other studies that are comprehensive, we could be looking at a $120 million project here. And I think that there's better ways to spend that money, and tax decreases instead of tax increases are the way to go.
You know, I agree a lot with what Lucas just said.
Dan Dunham also running for city council. You got to spend money to make money.
Not the government. The government needs to be in the business of leveraging the assets they have to make things better. I actually wrote legislation at the state level to tie the state budget to the growth of the economy by percentage, which would attack everything from the spending side, which is where you have to attack it. They need to not spend money they don't have.
Lucas, do you buy the we need to spend money to make money thought process?
Well, that's one of the things that we need to consider. We need to consider the business owners and the residents downtown and their feelings on the issue. With the tough economy, there's a lot of business owners that would like to see their taxes go down, not up. And I totally support a CCDC that thinks more about the downtown area and keeping it alive than they do about pet projects.
How dare you, Lucas? I have been enjoying the artwork here along the hole. That is very wonderful.
I think they should take care of the hole in the ground before they go for any other project.
You know, I agree a lot with what Lucas just said.
There's a number of business owners who would be right on the rail, who are actually afraid to speak their mind for fear of retribution from the city. Business owners who don't want to speak their mind against the streetcar for fear of retribution from the city of Boise. I'd love to name names, but I fear their retribution myself.
I got one thing for you.
Tell me.
If Peter does show up down there, see if you can get him over by the pit and then yell at him, "This is Boise!" And then chuck it.
No, I'm not going to throw Mayor Beater in the pit, but I will look at the pit along with Mayor Beater and say, look, here is another wonderful gift from the city of Boise and the CCDC. The wonderful pit at 8th and Main, where I'm looking at right now.
A rail, I've found, and I've looked at this, researched the heck out of this, or the heck out of this, or the heck out of this, or.
You know what the hardest part about that entire one-on-one was?
What?
Not declaring a winner. That was the hardest part, not declaring a winner.
I like what you said, though. The people will speak.
The people will declare the winner.